Just 1 week left, actually even less than a week, until Tim Cook would be introducing the new 2018 iPhones. And yeah, I know I haven't done a video in a while. I've been crazy busy behind the scenes, so sorry about that, but I'm back and I got a ton of leaks and rumors to cover, so here's everything new in terms of the 2018 iPhones. Also subscribe and join the notification squad by hitting that bell. If you're new to the channel, get some popcorn ready, and here's everything you need to know. So wow, so many things happened while I was away. Really wanted to make a video on all these, but I couldn't, so here's that video. Okay, so first things first, the Apple event is now official. So Apple sent over the invites, and it's happening next Wednesday, September the 12th at 10 a.m. at the Steve Jobs Theater at the Apple Spaceship Campus in Cupertino. So that's when the new 2018 iPhones will be announced. Now, according to many reports, the pre-orders are set to start 2 days after, on Friday, September the 14th, which would actually match some previous pre-order dates, and then the actual release would be a week after that, which would be on September the 21st. But also, on the same day that the Apple event was announced, 9to5Mac got their hands on the official iPhone 2018, as well as the Apple Watch Series 4 images, and wow, this was the biggest leak that's happened in I don't know how many years when it comes to Apple leaks, and it came from Apple directly, which is even more interesting. So apparently these images were found in a live stream that Apple was testing for next week's event, and here we can see what looks to be the 5.8-inch iPhone and that massive 6.5-inch iPhone, one on top of the other. And wow, that wallpapers looks insane. Love it, especially love how well it hides the notch. But leaving that aside, if you've been following my videos and all the news regarding the new 2018 iPhones, you probably know what we're expecting to see this year. So essentially 3 new iPhone models, if not even 4. The first one would be the iPhone X 2018, so basically the exact same model as last year's iPhone X, but with updated specs, so Apple A12 processor, 4GB of RAM, an improved camera, among with that new gold color that we've seen in the official leak. Aside from this, we're also expecting at least 2 more models. The second one, or the first one, would be the iPhone X Plus, so the 6.5-inch iPhone, which we've also seen in the leak. So this would essentially be a larger version of the iPhone X 2018. Larger display, larger battery, but other than that, the exact same specs and the exact same features as the iPhone X 2018. And then finally, there's also the iPhone X Lite, or the iPhone XC, essentially a 6.1-inch iPhone X 2018. So yeah, size-wise, this would be in between the iPhone 5.8 and the iPhone 6.5. But price-wise, this would be the cheapest iPhone of 2018. It is also rumored to come in a variety of colors, reason why this might even be called the iPhone XC. So Apple 11 processor, 3GB of RAM, alongside a single camera module are the rumored specs of this phone. So yeah, essentially an iPhone X from 2017, just larger, no stainless steel frame, and an aluminum frame instead, because that's cheaper to manufacture. And yeah, overall, the phone is gonna be, you know, an entry-level, cheaper version than the iPhone X in 2017. But okay, how are the new iPhone models for 2018 going to be called? iPhone 9, iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Plus? Well, actually, it seems like neither of these. So 9to5Mac has also confirmed that the 2018 iPhones would actually be called the iPhone XS. There we go, iPhone XS. This is interesting. It's interesting because Apple hasn't used the S naming scheme since the iPhone 6S, and that's because they messed up last year. So the iPhone X was supposed to be called the iPhone 8, since, you know, it came with the big redesign, and the iPhone 8 was supposed to be called the iPhone 7S, but Apple has changed the names mostly for marketing purposes. So everyone was expecting, you know, the iPhone 8 to be the big redesign, the big change, and everyone was waiting for that phone. And by calling the iPhone 7 as the iPhone 8, Apple managed to heavily increase the sales. Because in the end, the iPhone 8 did end up selling way more units than the iPhone X did. So iPhone XS in 2018, but what about the other 2 models? XS Plus? Well, interesting enough, both BGR and also 9to5Mac reported that the 6.5-inch iPhone won't be called the Plus, but guess what instead? Max. iPhone XS Max. Wait, what? Why? Well, that's interesting. Only Apple knows. Probably because, you know, the Plus came with a few extra features aside from the size. Maybe, I don't know. The thing is, Apple's already it's doing really bad when it comes to consistency. Check out my 30 plus Apple inconsistencies that I found about Apple in about, honestly, 30 minutes or an hour of just brainstorming. So yeah, this would easily make it on that list. So what about the 6.1-inch iPhone model? iPhone X Lite, that was a name that I came up with about 2 months ago. So I really don't think that Apple's going to call it that way. But then again, Max is an even, you know, worse name. iPhone Max, Lite, and Zero, sponsored by both Pepsi and Coke. Yeah, most likely the names would be iPhone 9 for the 6.1-inch model, iPhone XS, and iPhone XS Max, or even Pro. Pro would be a better name, honestly, than the Max. We have the iPad Pros, we have the MacBook Pros, so the iPhone Pro would make a lot of sense. But yeah, it doesn't come with any extra features, so they might even call it Max. What do you guys think about this? I mean, the best names, in my opinion, would be just iPhone, just calling them iPhone, iPhone 6.1-inch, iPhone 5.8-inch, and iPhone 6.5-inch, just like Apple's doing it with the MacBook Pros and the iMacs. It's a much cleaner naming scheme, but do let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on all this. And then in my last video, I talked about all the leaks suggesting that the 2018 iPhone XS models would feature Apple Pencil support, which was interesting. But yeah, unless Apple releases a smaller version of the Apple Pencil, I don't really see this happening. Keep in mind that right now, the best phone that comes with, the Pencil included is the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. And that one actually comes with the S Pen built in, the Pencil built in. The Apple Pencil will be detached from the iPhone, and not only that, but you would have to buy it separately, whereas the Note 9, the Pencil, the S Pen comes bundled in. So yeah, Apple's going to have a hard time selling the Apple Pencil for the iPhone if that's the case. But luckily, I have some cool updates. So Ming-Chi Kuo, who's, really well known and also one of the most accurate source when it comes to Apple leaks, he reports that no, there won't be any Apple Pencil support for the 2018 iPhones. And on top of all this, he also sent over a table with all the specs of the 2018 iPhones, including the exact resolution, which by the way seems to be lower on the 6.1-inch iPhone, so 1792 by 1828. This, by the way, if you do the math, translates to PPI of 323, which is actually really close to Apple's magical 326 PPI number. Now, the Plus, or the Max, it would have a PPI of 455 compared to 462 on the regular 5.8-inch iPhone XS. And then Ming-Chi Kuo also stated that all three new iPhone models would actually come with the Apple A12 processor, which is interesting because in that case, the only performance downgrade on the 6.1-inch model would actually be in terms of the RAM. So 3GB of RAM versus 4GB of RAM on the other two models. But then again, even 3GB is literally the exact same amount of RAM we had on the 2017 iPhone X. So it's not really that bad. So yeah, I'm quite surprised seeing the Apple A12 on the 6.1-inch iPhone. I mean, even the Apple 11 would be great for this price point, but the Apple A12, well, even better. So what about a camera? Well, the 6.1-inch iPhone would come with a single camera module. Now, Kuo doesn't really mention if this is the 2017 module found in the iPhone 8, because that one came with a single camera module, or if this is actually the upgraded 2018 camera module found in the other two iPhones, just, with a single camera. Then the antenna is getting a downgrade, and same goes for the battery. So this would be a single cell battery instead of the L-shaped one that we got with the iPhone X in 2017, and also the upcoming 6.5 and the 5.8-inch models. These would still come with the same battery design as in 2017. And then, interesting enough, Kuo also mentions the casing color. This is the first time that we've seen this in a report, at least in a table. So with the 6.5 and the 5.8-inch models, these would come in three colors, most likely silver, space gray, and the new gold color that we've seen in the official Apple leak. And then the 6.1-inch iPhone would actually come in 5 colors. So these are the ZONEofTECH iPhone Lite and iPhone XC renders in multiple colors. The 6.1-inch is said to come in red and also blue on top of the 3 colors found in the other versions of the iPhones. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what color would you go for in terms of the iPhone Lite or the iPhone 9? But yeah, when it comes to the capacity, the 6.1-inch iPhone 9, let's just, call it the iPhone 9. It's probably going to be called the iPhone 9 anyways. But yeah, this would come in the exact same capacities as the iPhone X from 2017, so 64GB and 256, while the iPhone XS models would actually come in 3 capacities, 64, 256, as well as 512. Not really sure why anyone would go for 512, but yeah, if you need that storage, at least you have that option. And finally, when it comes to the price of all these models, well, the 6.1-inch would be the cheapest one, starting at about $600 to $700. The 5.8 would be between $800 to $900, and the 6.5 would be between $900 and $1,000. This is what Kuo predicts, and this is great. Kinda. I mean, they're still really expensive, but it seems like the most expensive iPhone of 2018, the 6.5-inch, would be the same price as the iPhone X in 2017 was. Then the iPhone X 2018 would be priced at the same price as the iPhone 8 Plus from last year, and then the 6.1 would be priced the same as the iPhone 8 from last year, and there's a huge difference between the 8 last year and this year's 6.1-inch iPhone 9. So yeah, pretty good prices. Kind of. Also, German website Mr. Koth, not sure how to pronounce that, but they managed to get their hands on those prices as well. This time in euros, so the prices are literally identical to last year's iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and the iPhone X, which means that if you always wanted an iPhone X, but it was way too expensive, now the iPhone 9, the 6.1-inch variant would be 200 euros cheaper than the iPhone 10 in 2017. I mean, yes, it won't have an OLED display, just an LCD panel, and yes, the bezels would be thicker compared to the other 2018 models, which are getting slightly thinner bezels, by the way. And yes, the camera is a single camera module, so no dual camera, no stainless steel frame, but other than that, with the exception of 3GB of RAM, this is going to be Apple's best-selling iPhone for 2018, and those 5 new colors, well, 2 new colors, would definitely contribute to that as well. Now, I will be doing a what to expect video on Wednesday's Apple event. I can't believe that's literally next week, next Wednesday. So yeah, definitely subscribe and notifications, tap that bell for that, and also for more in-depth tech videos like this one, and also join the zone, tap that join button or the first link in the description, and you can become a member, you can support the channel, and you also get some pretty cool exclusive perks such as possibly a live stream every month, access to a live stream, and also some badges that evolve over time. And yeah, you're all supporting the channel, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the new 2018 iPhones, the Lite, or actually the 9. The Max, do you think that's a stupid name or not, or do you think it makes sense? Kinda, I just wished, Apple had some consistency in their lineup. But yeah, this has been pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to give a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know. I'm Daniel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. ZONEofTECH, signing out. Cheers.